sombrero in hand for Lucas de Grassi.
Mortara has spun down at Hong Kong Station! Oh, goodness me.
I think Seb's just lost it. He's so fast through the turn 13 area.
Oh,
he made a mistake.
In the wall,
This is it.
Not quite. Verne tries to get the inside.
He's got it.
D'Ambrosio
He's
closed the
got
door,
it.
but this has to be it now for Jean-Eric Verne. He's up into second place, and he has now got to sprint if he wants to take the Grassi and win the Mexico City E-Prix. So, and here comes Sam Bird now. He's going to go around the outside. Can he get this one done? Oh, what a move from Sam Bird! Up into third position. Lovely stuff from the Englishman. Oh, and there's a crunch as well for Jerome D'Ambrosio. Nelson Piquet has dropped now to the back of the pack.
Safety car deployed.
Yep. So safety car deployed. That'll
coming in.
And that's Lucas de Grassi saying he's coming in.
If he has to change cars here, the day's over. The most he can hope for is a fastest lap.
Here we go. So, and the good news for de Grassi is it's a safety car, not a full course yellow.
Fantastic.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. So, he's now rejoined the circuit. De Grassi then is running in 19th place, ahead of Stefan Sarazan, but he's on the back of the rest of the pack. Into the pits, and yes, it is Lucas de Grassi. So he's gone for a little bit of a gambler as well.
I believe this is what the Americans call a Hail Mary.
But it's victory for de Grassi in Mexico.
Fantastic. Gutierrez points on his first race.
Great job, great management, fantastic.
That to me is one of the most impressive drives.
Didn't Kazaki?
He won in Hong Kong, he won in Marrakesh, and by winning in Argentina, he is the man to take a hat-trick of Formula E wins.
Bien joué, Steph, super job, super job.
Yes, yes, yes! Bravo!
Is Rosenqvist going round? He's done it!
Goes right by him.
Yeah.
There you go. He was waiting for the cruising coast, and now he's going to hold him up all the way to the pit lane. The checkered flag awaits, and it is a monumental day for Felix Rosenqvist.
The car was just unreal, unbelievable. I just thank Mahindra for this one.
Efficient use of fan push, and there's the Grassi again. Look how loose Jean-Eric got, and he's going to
Gets in really deep.
What a move!
And wasn't close enough to do what he wanted to do, which was slip through the open gap as well. Victory in New York City for Sam Bird, the first man to win a race in the Big Apple.
Well done, Sam. Excellent stuff, mate.
That was impressive.
Are you sure that's the checkered flag? Are you sure that's the checkered flag? Victory on day 1 and day 2 for Sam Bird, who sweeps New York. What a car! What a car! Well done.
I would say what a driver too.
But it's taken him till now to take victory in Formula E, and he wins in Montreal. Wonderful performance from Verne and the Titita team. But he's coming down through the chicane now, is the Brazilian. He exits the bus stop chicane. In season 1 he was third, in season 2 he was second, and in season 3, Lucas de Grassi is the Formula E champion.
You are 2017 Formula E Drivers Champion. Well done. Brilliant, brilliant.
It's been a hard work for Lucas de Grassi, but he now is the champion of FIA Formula E.
Such a long journey to get here, but wow, what an amazing achievement. How good does that feel?
I have no idea. Feels so good. I'm losing my voice already. We're just starting to party. So much sacrifices. I did Berlin 2 races with a broken leg. Then had to do a last-minute surgery to be fit for New York. Everything counts. It was a fantastic job this weekend. I'm so happy.
Captain qualifier, Jean-Eric Verne. Here he comes out of the final corner, and Jean-Eric Verne cuts the timing beam and goes quickest.
No,
He's gone quickest. He's crashed the car and gone to the top of the times. Mark Preston can't understand it, but the timing beam is so close to the exit of that final corner, you can take pole position backwards.
Brilliant! That is fantastic. Look at the steering's all squished.
R5, box with slap.
He's definitely bent the suspension, but...
He's just over a tenth of a second down on Jean-Eric Vergne, but that's still not bad. It's keeping him in the ballpark. The back end's going, he's in the wall.
Oh, he broke the toe link.
Oh, Jose Maria Lopez is going to be starting right down towards the back. The fan boost from Sebastian Buemi. Here comes the outside. Look, oh, he's lost it. He's lost it and he's gone. Lopez bins it at turn 1. And what a shame, and Buemi bins it with him. Costa close enough for a move. Da Costa covers the inside line. Oh, he's going for around the outside. That's never going to work. They're both in the wall. Da Costa off. Da Grassi off. And that is a disaster for the championship contender. It's Jean-Eric Vergne from second place is in the wall. Well, here in the commentary box, I felt a huge thud. Wondered what on earth was that? And it is Jean-Eric Vergne, the Parisian, out of the Paris E-Prix.
It's virtually on our doorstep as he makes this corner, hits the right side wall hard.
Daniel Abt has run into trouble. Oh, that's a little bit dodgy, I think, and Daniel Abt from 7th place looks like he's run into problems.
I was watching Stefan Sarrazin to see if he'd even make the checkered flag.
Look at Daniel
Abt will not.
Bird goes long around the outside. Lopez is still there. Do not hit your teammate is rule 1 of racing.
The golden rule, and Bird's lost a couple of places.
Buemi's ready to go. He's closest to the outside. The Mahindras trip over each other. Exactly what Rosenqvist didn't need, but he's still in front of Buemi. Buemi can't be released across his bows. He was hoping it was going to be. Here we go.
Completely unsafe. You're right, it's an unsafe release. I hate to do that, but Nick Heidfeld, and then it's sort of that backing up and they're getting in each other's way.
Rosenqvist under real pressure. Da Grassi had a really good lunge, Dario.
Yeah, he's going to have to, it's a very brave move. If he does it, he's going to the wrong side because Felix Rosenqvist is defending. Hear him locking the tires.
Round he goes Da Grassi.
Oh, no. I mean, Da Grassi just used the experience and it just suckered him into a mistake. Felix just went in too hot, too tight, and too hot.
Here we go. Jev is there. Daniel Abt outbreaks himself, gives away the podium, or does he?
His teammate.
Da Grassi gets through. I was wondering whether he'd done it deliberately for Lucas Da Grassi, but Techeetah had 2 cars on the podium. The belts are done. Let's take a look at Jerome D'Ambrosio.
From a long way back. Wow. And then he's trying to stop. Oh, wow. No. And he's hit the rear wing. Has he hit the rear wing or not?
Didn't look like it.
That was identical to the Felix Rosenqvist incident yesterday. Let's see. Did he get the wing?
I'll tell you what did happen.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Lloyd Duval got a free spot.
And here come the Mahindra teammates.
Gasly.
Gasly in the middle of it. Gasly into the fence.
And again. What happened there?
Sebastian Buemi, championship leader, out of the second free practice session. That's a big one for Buemi, coming through the bus stop chicane.
Okay, looks good, but he just catches that. Look, catches that first apex, as Daniel Abt did in free practice 1, but with massive consequences.
On the run down towards the first corner, here comes Rosenqvist. He's lost it! Rosenqvist spins at turn 1. He's spinned it at Tamar Park, and he's dropping right down the order. He collides with Nelson Piquet, and that means Eduardo Mortara is into the lead of the race. In the second round of the Formula E Championship, Daniel Abt is using his fan boost now.
I was going to say, Mortara made the decision for him.
He's spun! Mortara has spun down at Hong Kong Station when he looked to be in control of the E-Prix. And Daniel Abt now is leading the race on his birthday with just 2.5 laps to go. Oh, the back end just drifts away at turn 1. What a disaster for Eduardo Mortara. And Here comes Nico Prost, he hits him. Round goes Heidfeld, pirouetting in the stadium, and then a shot, and the two teammates hit each other. Prost hit Nick Heidfeld. They both spun around. Mitch Evans almost avoided them, and then Rosenqvist drove into two of them. Nico Prost is under investigation for that.
And again, he's blocking on the inside, Nelson.
Whoa, and Van's going to get him this time. He's got the overlap. He's got the overlap. He's going to force the issue. PK's still there. Van's through. He's going to go Heidfeld. And Heidfeld saw that all happen in front of him. PK's damaged. Vern's in the barriers. And we are going to have a safety car because that is not going to move. It's that final contact with the front wheel of JEV'S car that turns PK's steering. Watch the front wheel of Nelson PK's car on the exit of this double right-hander.
I mean, he's in front here at this moment, and then, yeah, they just touch the front wheels, and that's what brings the rear together and forces him out.
Be careful here, because when Ab slows down to go into the box, and he says he feels that Ab's slowing him down, so he's going to keep pushing, and this is dangerous because as Ab lifts, he could spin him round into the mechanics.
Buemi's shouting "Allez" on the radio.
That's maybe not cool.
So
don't do an unsafe release.
Carroll behind you.
And here, he's coming in front of Daniel Lewis now. Oh, and he's hit him!
Come on,
Daniel,
Daniel.
Straight into the back of Sebastian Buemi. What is going on here? Buemi gesticulates.
The good thing is they've got,
I think that qualifies.
That's alongside.
That's not good. Here comes the pit exit line, which is why Buemi slowed, I think, right?
Yeah, no, that's why Daniel hit him, because he slowed. Apologies to Daniel Abt. Sebastian Buemi slowed down.
But did he slow?
Violating the minimum pit time
to the full course yellow. He probably came out, took off pit limiter.
He slowed down because he got 57 seconds as the minimum pit stop when pit in to pit out.
You broke my steering, man. Yeah, on the inside of in turn 2, the inside. It's either him or you. I'm sure it's you.
It wasn't, it was Robin, Seb.
Robin. Why you dive like this, man?
Oh, here we go. Now the same argument with Robin.
Turn 2. Who went on the inside, you or him? I'm sure it's him. When? Turn 2, at the start. Yeah, it was me. You went on the inside, you touched me, you broke my steering. You dive in like you...
What should I do, hit you from behind or what?
No, you just don't...
I hit the brake and I locked off,
yeah,
so
Yeah, but just don't play your life in turn 2, man.
Man, okay, next time I hit you in the back, you break your wing, and then I had a choice to make, right or hit your wing?
Just take more margin, man.
Right or your wing? It's your choice.
Yeah, but take margin, man. Why you have to hit people? Take margin.
I don't hit people.
Yeah, well, then you hit me, man.
No, I don't hit anyone.
Yeah, you hit me.
I had a choice to make, hit you or dive. It's your choice.
Yeah, then you hit me. You hit me by diving.
Next time I break your rear wing, alright?
Yeah, just do that, man. You think you're better than anyone or what?
Oh, goodness me.
I think Seb's just lost it.
We are on full torsion, you hit me, man. You go crazy. What was the problem in the first time? You hit me in the first time. I never hit you, man. In the full torsion came on, you were behind me. Yeah, because you did it on purpose to wait. No,
this is like a reality TV show.
At the exit of the box, you released the pit limiter. I forgot you were on full torsion, and you hit me. Big time.
You're the unsafe release, man.
What? Unsafe release? Of course. Yeah, man. Of course. Dirty, man. Dirty.
0.2 of a second slower than Nico Prost, but Prost to the wall! Nico Prost ruins it! He was quickest of anyone in the first sector. It looked as though his qualifying was returning to Season 1 Beijing.
It's not getting out of the way.
It's not getting out of the way.
Oh, Nico, what are you thinking?
And that collects up the wheel there for Jerome D'Ambrosio. D'Ambrosio is going to be absolutely furious. He's going to understeer with then the red flag is out, and you can see the other drivers thinking, well, what was that about? Everybody safely through the second corner as well, but Oliver Turvey, he started in 7th, he's in 3rd place now as everyone shuffles their way through the man-post chicane. Piquet's up on his wheels almost, and Lotterer's in the wall, and there's a traffic jam. Lotterer in the wall, Evans stacked up behind him, and I think we could be having a little bit of a full course yellow here, but Vern leads the way.
Track's blocked.
Fantastic position now into the pits comes Bird! And he's missed his way in, and now he is is going to have to jump into the other car. It's so slippery and dusty in there in the pit lane. Now, that isn't actually going to compromise him in terms of...
can he get out?
Well, can he get out? I think they pushed the other one in. Got back to his feet fairly promptly. Oh, look at that.
He tries to kick it out of the way. You're not, it's not going to work, mate.
For weekly Formula E videos, click subscribe on the left-hand side. To watch the next one, click the icon in the centre, and remember to hit the like button and leave your comments down below.